Bill Burr, America's biggest cuck.
This guy's sieg-heiled twice. This guy comes in and gives a shout out to Hitler.
They include comparisons to Hitler to smear someone you don't like.
Just like Hitler.
Dude's literally turned into the very thing he used to roast other people for.
He is the reference. Anytime you want to say somebody's evil, you just say he is the next Hitler. Donald Trump, he's the next Hitler. It's always he's the next Hitler. He died like, what, 75 fucking years ago? Nothing quiets a room like dropping the H-bomb.
It's okay when Bill does it.
Just like Hitler. He still has a job. That guy still has a job.
Bill Burr, anti-cancel culture crusader.
This is kind of hilarious moment, like last year, where they started to try and cancel like dead people.
Thinks Elon Musk should be cancelled for offending screeching leftists.
That guy still has a job.
And that you should never listen to people who've had cosmetic surgery.
Fucking laminated face cunt.
I never attacked him on his look, and believe me, there's plenty of subject matter right there.
Let me tell you right now, somebody who has like fucking like Botox face and a hair system, you're gonna look at them like, yeah, man. This guy has the answers. It's like, this guy's looking in a mirror like, I don't like the way I look. I reject aging. I reject it.
Fascinating, isn't it, how Bill likes to make fun of Elon's appearance when he's the living embodiment of the soy jack meme. The comedian who routinely skewers the hypocrisy of liberals for their performative activism while reminding you he's married to a black woman literally every 5 minutes.
Fun, look at that sexy leg. Look at her, she's looking beautiful. Look how much fun she's having. This is me looking all glamorous. Fantastic. Look at her.
Became successful by pandering to anti-Trump derangement syndrome, anti-feminist, anti-woke narratives, while literally being married to a woke feminist with Trump derangement syndrome. And admitting that he has to run his own jokes through her purity filter.
Are you married? Yeah, no, she's the best. Okay. She's a saint, and she puts up with me. And I actually run jokes by her. Do you really? Yeah, like, should I say this?
Something happened around 2020 that seemed to mark Bill's descent into normie cuckoldry.
I got really into vaccines during COVID. I can't stop getting them now.
It's just fucking creepy to have guys like Mayor Garcetti be in charge of telling people whether or not they get to work. Like, that's not what a governor's supposed to be. That's not what a mayor's supposed to be.
They're trying to look out for your best interest. The whole fucking time, there's been fucking assholes on my street walking around, no masks, you know, not quarantining like the people that come by the houses. You see the fucking, you know, the same people that were going in and out of the house who are not part of their family still going in and out of the house.
You want people to walk down the street with a mask on?
Let's not start this, Joe.
Do you?
With Anthony Cumia asserting that Burr's wife made him end the friendship with him, at which point his comedy changed and that she runs every aspect of his life. Ooh, talk about cooked beyond belief.
Let me make some noise. Yo, make some noise. Make some noise for my wife.
Even as he's trying to impress her by attacking Elon on his podcast, she's humiliating him.
That idiot Elon Musk.
Oh.
That guy, like, he's gonna, like, who evidently is a Nazi.
You can take him on.
Why do liberals just sit back and not? They have nothing.
What are you doing?
This. The lean never lies. The media's response to this was an interesting exercise in how they frame the narrative. Thanks to Ground News, the sponsor of today's video, I can instantly access every story on it published worldwide and compare coverage. The right largely avoided this story, with much of the coverage leaning left. And look at how they presented it. Bill Burr tore into Elon Musk. Bill Burr just destroyed idiot Elon Musk. Bill Burr tortures idiot Elon Musk. They present Burr's spat with Musk as a devastating victory, completely ignoring the fact that it's riddled with hypocrisy, and it's basically just a glib ad hominem attack. Ground News helps me track all this and shines a spotlight on misleading narratives. I use Ground News every day, and not just because they sponsor me. It's genuinely been a game changer. It helps me see through the bias, cut through the noise, and think for myself. You can check this out for yourself at ground.news/PJW. The link is down below. Sometimes I feel overwhelmed while scrolling endlessly through social media sites, trying to figure out what's important, what's actually new content and not old news. But Ground News helps dissipate all that clutter by giving me access to what matters in a clear format all in one place, helping me stay informed of breaking news developments as they happen, and more importantly, highlighting what the media isn't covering, which could lead to blind spots. Ground News is essentially the Spotify of news, and I've found Ground News to be an invaluable tool in helping shape my daily news digest. So it's never been a better time to check out ground.news/PJW or scan the QR code on screen. screen. They're currently offering my viewers 40% off the Vantage plan, which is the one I use for unlimited access. Crucially, they're independently owned and subscriber funded, so please support their mission to hold the media accountable at ground.news/PJW. Yeah, when your new material gets the Hassan Piker seal of approval.
Naya has been fucking awesome since 2012. She's the best. Nia is the reason why Bill Burr is awesome.
Maybe time to ask who's actually writing it. Burr built an audience by telling edgy jokes about women.
Women are just constantly patting themselves on the back about how difficult their lives are.
Only for him to strangely and surreptitiously change all the jokes to be about white women.
Let's talk white women here, shall we? The woke movement was supposed to be about people of color, not getting opportunities, the at-bats that they deserved. And then somehow, white women swung their Gucci-booted feet over the fence of oppression.
In his new Netflix special, Burr based an entire joke on the premise that only white people have free speech in America.
You know why, right? Some people go, well, you know, it's a First Amendment issue. It's a freedom of speech. We have this wonderful thing in this country, for white people only, called freedom of speech.
Presumably, Bill just didn't watch the news during the entirety of the second half of 2020 and into 2021, while Black Lives Matter was literally burning down parts of cities and calling it free speech, when CNN characterized mass looting, arson and wanton violence as a legitimate form of First Amendment protest.
Largely peaceful demonstrations.
Apparently Bill missed all that, or maybe his wife just had a very strong word with him.
What are you doing?
And I was just amazed that all liberals had was one day of outrage.
One day of outrage? They've literally been setting fire to Tesla charging stations and invading Tesla showrooms for weeks. Burr's also cultivated this image of himself as a man of the people, urban tough guy.
They went with cheaper leather.
Okay.
You know what I mean? Because some corporate cunt had to give himself a fucking bonus check at the end of the year.
Sports teams, sneakers, swear words. Rich people bad. He's so edgy.
Free Luigi!
He's such a man of the people that GQ magazine just published a gushing interview with him explaining how Bill Burr became a voice of the people. That's the same GQ magazine that's owned by Condé Nast, a subsidiary of Advance Publications owned by the Newhouse family, the 13th richest family in America, because who better to anoint the voice of the people than a business empire with a net worth of $24 billion. They must really have their finger on the pulse of the struggles of the working class. Less a faint whiff, more an overwhelming stench of hypocrisy. The kind of hypocrisy that reveals a self-proclaimed anti-woke edgelord hardman to actually be a crybaby Cuck who has a total blubbering meltdown when Rocket Man hurts his feelings. If you value what I do and you want to help support me, please visit pauljosephwatson.locals.com and either pledge a one-time donation or subscribe to join my community, get early access videos, and message me directly. And exclusive live streams coming soon too. Promise. Check out the Locals link down in the description. And don't forget to take a look at the brand new website, modernity.news. That's where you'll find all my content, including exclusive articles. That's modernity.news.